Hello, everyone. My name is Zahra Shirzadi, and I'm a research fellow at MGH Neurology Department. And today I'll be talking about our findings related to associations of white matter lesion and markers of cerebral amyloid angiopathy and neurodegeneration in autosomal dominant AD cases. We know from recent research that white matter lesions in fact have a multifactorial etiology. And in addition to small vessel disease, they can be related to degenerative axonal loss secondary to cortical neuronal loss, as well as markers of cerebral amyloid angiopathy. In fact, in an autosomal dominant cerebral amyloid angiopathy cohort, we recently showed that white matter lesion accumulation is elevated in mutation carriers compared to non-carriers. And this accumulation of white matter lesion is actually diverged between mutation carriers and non-carriers around age of 40, which is 10 years prior to the age of first microbleed in this cohort, and 14 years prior to the average age of first symptomatic hemorrhage in Dutch type CAA. So we decided to extend this line of research in autosomal dominant AD cases and investigate the relationship between CAA and neurodegeneration markers with white matter lesion progression in AD. So here we used the DIAN, or the Dominance Inherited Alzheimer's Network, and data set, and as we expected, there is minimal vascular risk factors in this cohort, and also individuals were at a mixture of pre-symptomatic and symptomatic phases. We observed that at baseline, white matter lesion is elevated in AD carriers with cerebral microbleed, which is an index of CAA, compared to the ones without. And also, independent of that, white matter lesion was related to gray matter volume at baseline. So here I color-coded the circles with estimated year of symptom onset, or E/O, with more lighter colors represent more advanced phases of the disease and more severe cases. And also the size of circles represents the number of microbleeds. So individuals above the line are actually the ones that have more advanced phases of the disease and also have more number of microbleeds. We observed similar results in looking at the longitudinal data. So we observed that longitudinal white matter lesion accumulation was related to whether or not people had any evidence of CAA with elevated white matter lesion rate of change in individuals with evidence of microbleeds, and also independent of that, white matter lesion rate of change was significantly related to gray matter volume loss, with a similar trend here that individuals with higher number of microbleeds at more advanced stages of the disease show more white matter lesion rate of change, as well as greater rate of gray matter volume loss. We also observed that individuals with evidence of microbleeds has a posterior predominance in their white matter lesion accumulation compared to a more widespread pattern in individuals without microbleeds. Sensitivity analysis showed that including vascular risk factors, hypertension, high cholesterol, and diabetes did not have any effect on the effect of microbleeds and gray matter volume on white matter lesion rate of change. So these results showed that white matter lesion volume in AD was related to CAA and rates of brain atrophy, but there were no similar associations with vascular risk factors. With that, I'd like to thank all the co-authors, as well as the participants and collaborators of the DIAN study and the Alzheimer's Society of Canada for funding this research. Thank you for your attention.